Yeah, if you ask me, that is probably one of the worst blushes that I have tried so far. Please take me far away as you can from these kind of products. Are they still manufacturing the same batch and are people still using it and praising it? I had to do some serious digging for this video and I have strong opinions on some of these. Hi and welcome back to the channel. You can actually consider today's video as my media favorites, but I've also added something else to it. I have 5 essay products that were my absolute favorite, the ones that have just stood out for me for good reasons. And there are 5 essay products which were not my most favorite. So this is like your roundup of the 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. January and February felt like 2 years. March till June, it was like gone in a blink. Specifically, whatever I have tried this year, very picky about my favorites. And if you're a regular watcher, you already know what's coming up. It's raining outside, so I hope that is good background music for you. I'm gonna start off with my favorite serum I've tried so far this year. It's the Skin 1004 Centella Ampoule. Now, this is a very ordinary basic serum, and that is why I like it. Not everything has to be extraordinary. It's not a miraculous serum. It's not something that faded my blemishes over a week or anything like that. There is something about it. I'm not going to be applying anything on my face and showing you because I've done that a million times. You can go watch my most previous videos and you'll find everything there. I'll still show you the texture. So, this has a very watery, thin consistency. Water, okay? It's that runny. It is so lightweight, but the way this quenches my skin with hydration, my skin feels so plump afterwards. Like I've used like a toner and serum in one. It does not irritate my sensitive skin even in this weather when it's so hot and humid. Like it's heat and rain. It's the worst combination. It's the worst season ever. Still seems to be working for me. It does not make my skin feel oily. It does not leave a residue or a layer on your skin. It absorbs very nicely, but it feels like I've drank so much enough water that it shows on my skin. You know what I mean? You get different sizes in this one, so you can try the mini first. From the makeup category, I have a lip product, and it's a lip gloss oil. Actually, it's a lip gloss and oil. It's the Milk Makeup Odyssey lip gloss oil. This is in the shade Quest. This is what I'm wearing right now with a lip liner. It is the most perfect shade of gloss ever. It's not very sheer, it's not full on pigment. That lip product that is always in my bag. You know how much I love my elf lip oil, okay? I still use it. It's my holy grail in 2024. After this, if there's one lip product that could actually replace this or is as good as this is, again, I'm not saying that this is the lip gloss you must have. There is nothing like it. You won't find a shade like this in the drugstore, but it's my favorite. Even I bought it when there was a sale on Sephora. I'm just saying, if there's any time in your life where you feel like you wanna splurge in a high-end lip gloss, you could consider this. When it comes down to sunscreens, there's something new that I tried. Favorite is this Beauty of Joseon. Is this Beauty of Joseon Sun Relief? This is the Aqua-Fresh one. You know, I have spoken so much about their original one, and if I may say, I find this slightly better than that. I only prefer the original to use in the winters because right now it becomes a little too much, too moisturizing. In that aspect, this is much more lighter. This is much more lighter, but will still give you a nice glow in a smaller packaging, so you can try it out first. But such my Beauty of Joseon sunscreens are so top notch. When it comes to tinted sunscreens, I still love my Dot&Key tinted sunscreen, and I did not mention it because it's been my favorite since last year. So it's technically not a new product that I've tried, but if you ask me, it's still my favorite. And I've tried a lot. Hair, I obviously have a curly hair product because this year I think I have really gotten into the curly hair era. And honestly, I don't get the time to do it every other wash. Whenever I have the time, I love to do that. Moxie Super Defining Curl Cream. This is one such product that has made like a huge difference how well it has worked for my particular hair types. It obviously gives that defined curls, but the way this keeps them hydrated, even if I just use this and no other product, I feel like I can still make it work. This has to be my most favorite hair care product so far. Last in the best category, I have fragrances, and I have two, and both are poles apart. First one is a body mist. Now, this is the only body mist I use, and the one that I actually overspray is the Body Shop White Musk. I have used this a lot. It is the most non-headache inducing, calming. Whenever I spray this, I instantly feel very calm. Classic musky, fresh, out of the shower scent. Like you can never go wrong with this. Then the other one is more of a gourmand scent. Now, let me tell you, gourmands are not my go-to. My go-tos, I think I've said this a million times. My go-tos are fresh, lighter scents. But there is a time and place for gourmands too. And I'm surprised at myself of how much I liked the Plum also Pistachio. I've liked a plum body loving scent this much after a really long time. I used to love their Orchid, not very unusual, a very not so popular scent. Is light, sweet, fluffy. You will smell edible. I hate very sickly sweet scents, and this is not as sweet. Okay, I have smelled perfumes that are more sweeter than this. If that doesn't sound crazy, I get a little bit, like a slight bit of soapiness also. Something that's fresh but also sweet and cozy. I sprayed this the other day and my whole curriculum was like, what smells so good? I only took up the collaboration before because I genuinely like it so much. Let's move on to not my favorites, like my least favorites. And before we get into that, I just want to give like a big disclaimer. It's more of the products that I didn't like, that did not work out for me, mainly because we all have different expectations from a product. I have different preferences and I also have different skin types. I'm glad if these products have worked for you. Most of these products that I'm going to be mentioning, I don't physically have them with me because obviously I don't really like them. So I don't carry them. So I don't carry them around. But I do have B-roll shots that I've taken earlier. I just want to finish off the sunscreens bit. So there are two that I want to talk about. Now, both these sunscreens are sunscreens that are not my preference. These have fragrance in them and it's not mild, at least for me. Let's start with something that I tried recently. Pilgrim's Korean Aloe Cooling Fluid Sunscreen. Every brand has fluid sunscreens now. Brands have come up with this cooling feature in the sunscreens. I think Dot&Key has one. I think Hyphen has that face mask that was burning people's skin that I saw. I was so scared. There are two ingredients in this that concerns me. First of all is the cooling ingredient that is also used in plumping lip oils. Ones that have a prickly tingling sensation on your lips, and then that is how the plumping effect happens. I'm still okay with that on my lips, but not my skin. Now I know alcohol is used in so many skincare products, specifically for them to be fast absorbing and not feel greasy, and it's not necessarily the worst ingredient, but I find it a little bit icky, especially to use it on my sensitive skin. And it has this nice texture. I like the texture of this. It has a nice fluid texture. It blends. I like everything else about it. It has a mix of alcohol and Fevicol scent. If any of these don't bother you, you possibly could like it, but if fragrance is a ick for you, then you can stay away from this. Same problem I have with this Eucerin sunscreen. Love the texture. This is made in Europe. The UV filters that they use are more stable, reliable. So I still do use this when I'm stepping out and there is like extreme heat. But again, the scent, like it smells straight up alcohol. Still do have a few skincare products, but let's move away from that and let's talk about makeup. First, I want to talk about a blush. Yes, a blush. It's a Mars Cosmetics. It's called the Sugar Rush Liquid Blush. I think I tried this very early this year, specifically the shade Red Velvet. I'm not speaking on behalf of all the shades that they have, but I had difficulty in working with that product, if I'm being honest. You can see I took the smallest dot ever, and look how pigmented it is. Like the pigmentation level is has crossed all lines. I do have the habit of working with very pigmented blushes like Rare Beauty, and there are a few other blushes. This one was hard to blend, and if you don't know how to properly blend such a pigmented blush, it can look patchy. Their other blush, our liquid blushes, are far better in my opinion. Yeah, if you ask me, that is probably one of the worst blushes that I have tried so far. Next is the more recent product. It's from Thou Beauty. It's their concealer. And I know people have different opinions on their skin tint, but I personally like them. They had also sent me their concealers, and I haven't spoken about it because it was okay. It is expensive, and in that price range, I'm just saying that you get better concealers. It's not bad. First of all, I think the shade that I got was a terrible shade match for me. Nothing different from other concealers that I've tried. Natural finish with a slight bit of radiant-ish finish. You probably have better concealers, or you already have these type of concealers in your collection. So I don't think you need to go into that impression and buy this concealer that it's going to be anything different from the rest. This is coming from a very picky concealer person, very picky about the concealers that I use. And the last makeup product that I want to rant about very quickly is this Nika, what's it, I don't even know what's it. It's this Nika blueberry brew, some, I think this was this some kind of limited edition pH lip oils. My first question is, was this needed? I think they already had a pH lip oil, but no, no, no. This is like your violet, purpley looking lip oil that looks the same on the lips once it changes its color. I'm gonna wrap this video up by talking about a little bit more skincare because I think skincare is the one that is like a lot of hits and misses. Nivea Luminous Acne Spot Serum, whatever it's called, the one that comes in a green tube. I want to know how people are using it. Ingredients may it has perfume and alcohol denatured as its second ingredient. I want to genuinely know how people are using it. I didn't even put it on my face. I just wanted to see the texture and everything. It comes out greenish. But oh my god, the first whiff from here I got was straight up alcohol, and that scent just went straight up to my nose. Either they have super strong skin barriers, but I've seen a lot of paid promotions on it. I have seen people saying that it has worked, and maybe it has, but even if it did, I wouldn't want to put some like, no thank you. I didn't even know that Hyphen and Caffeine were related. Like they have the same parent company, are a parent company of each other, something like that. A pillow cream. Oh my god, I think I've shared my experience before. And since the time I posted that video, I think it was like a review video, I was shocked at how so many of you have faced the same. Are they still manufacturing the same batch, and are people still using it and praising it? I still rave about their milky toner, don't get me wrong. I had very high expectations from the pillow cream because I really liked the toner, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get something like the Road moisturizer. But and the last skincare product I want to talk about is this 3200 multi-active serum from Dew. It's called Hustle. This has 11 plus actives. Now, first of all, that's great concept. Second of all, I'm almost done because it is such an expensive serum. I was like, I cannot let this expire. It's something that's gonna work for probably every skin concern that you ever have. An average decent serum according to me. I'm not gonna say much because I feel like I wasn't the right person to test this. This is known for its ability to address like different skin concerns in one serum. Like you don't have to use you don't have to use 2 3 serums. Honestly, I don't see a significant difference. I think someone who has more uneven skin tone, more pigmentation will be able to review this better. But for me, it's that skincare product where I could do without it. I could be without using it. Those were the best and worst products that I've tried in 2025 so far. Let's see what the second half has for us. I had this ideation for I think at least 2 to 3 months now, and I was saving it for this time. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know your worst and your best product that I've tried. It can be anything from any category. So I've read all of your suggestions from the post that I asked earlier, and most of you have said vlogs and chit chat. If you watched so far, don't forget to leave this emoji, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.